Chris, what is it that you want to do today?
We're gonna go take some photos.
Yeah.
As an artist, whether it be sculpting, rendering, design, photography, or even painting, we continuously fight with ourselves over the question, what is my style and what is my niche? A nuanced balancing act between being unique and being true to your artistic soul. I have asked myself this question for the past 5 to 6 years of doing graphic design. And through the love and implementation of photography, it continues to convolute my thoughts. Hyperrealism, logo design, abstract vector art, and illustrations I've dabbled all within. Going through a stage where I never felt my artwork was truly mine, I looked towards photography to create my own canvas, ultimately finding solace in ownership. With all of this in mind, throughout our time traveling, I felt the urge to refine my abstract style. So we grabbed our camera gear and hit the streets of Toronto, Canada. We've come to the Toronto city to have a look for some cool linear geometric abstract compositions that we're going to be turning into some more modern type of art. We're going to have to just have a look at what we can see on the streets. Hopefully we can come across the compositions that I'm looking for.
Chris, what do you think about this area?
Whoa, that's pretty cool. If you look at the architecture, but that's olden day architecture.
So what are you looking for then?
I'm looking for more modern day stuff. I mean, let's go try to take the photo and see what it looks like. It's just really hard to shoot. It's like, where do you set up the composition? If I was to vectorize this, would I do every single brick? I need something just that's a bit more minimal, you know? All right, so over here seems like it'd be a cool composition of like a corner of a building. I mean, it's actually pretty cool, but there's a lot of tiny little details in here.
I don't know, you're the graphic designer, so you would know what's better, but like, I wouldn't choose that photo.
Like, you can tell it's just the corner of a roof. Where's the room for creativity and interpretation? Fuck. I thought we were gonna get bangers straight off the bat.
Like, what message are you trying to convey?
I'm trying to give off a modernized feeling. This is kind of more what I'm looking for. These vertical concrete slabs lined up nicely. With the 85, we could get something a bit more minimal, a bit more simplistic, and modern, I'd think. So, yeah, perfect. Let's have a look at this.
That's actually fucking sick. I was gonna say that's shit, but it's fucking good. That is really cool.
Yeah, that could make for some really clean vector art. Definitely more along the lines of what I'm after. Just come to a dumpling restaurant before heading out and trying to get this shot. Past shots just weren't it. I've still got a right idea of what I'm after. I think we need to go somewhere that's a bit more modern, a bit more linear, a bit more geometric. I think the architecture just needs to be a bit more updated.
How are you feeling at the moment?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident.
Yeah.
I'm feeling confident we can get this shot. Oh, bro.
What?
I've found the spot.
Yeah?
Yeah, I found where we're going next.
What is it?
We have come to the Royal Ontario Museum. This place, if you look at it, fucking amazing. It's literally the most geometric piece of architecture that I've ever seen. And there's fucking dinosaur bones inside.
Yeah, that's cool. Sick. That is so sick.
I'm just taking photos of just the architecture and it's just awesome. How sick. It's just abstract and unique. The reason why this type of photography really works with Illustrator is because Illustrator is naturally a very linear geometric software. So if you're already looking for compositions within the architecture around you, it'll complement the design work that you're going to be doing later on. At least that's how I like to approach it. Look at this artwork over here, guys. This artist was a Chinese painter who went to Japan to learn about the actual painting technique and the style. And then he actually integrated a bit more of a Western realism approach. This was the end result of this tiger. It's pretty impressive to see how people's environment, their actual teachers and practices can affect on the style and the outcome of their artwork. I mean, this guy definitely didn't have fucking access to... I can't say that.
You can say it, you're Australian.
A lot of these artists, bro, didn't have access, obviously, to any form of digital art. Pretty crazy to think, like, what would they be creating if they were born in this era?
I find it interesting with your photography because you tend to shoot it on like angles, which I think is actually really cool because it's like different from like a lot of other people's photography where they would just like shoot it straight on.
Shoot photo.
Yeah. What in the name of fuck are you taking a photo of?
I don't fucking know. Skits, mate.
Wait, it's abstract.
It's abstract. It's genuinely abstract. Look,
is that what you're looking for in like this vectography?
yes. For this specific style, yes. That's the fun part about it. It can be whatever.
Yeah.
And the outcome's typically generally great.
What specifically are you looking for in this photo?
Linear lines, I'm looking for color, I'm looking for symmetry, I'm looking for asymmetry, literally anything. Typically you find it when you look up, all the walls are kind of covered with just pieces and information. Interior architecture in here is awesome. That's what I'm looking for.
See, I find it interesting with like Chris's photography and how he mixes it with his vectorizing, like graphic design and stuff, because typically like the kind of photos that he takes, I would never even think to take a photo like that. Like they're so abstract and so different. It's actually kind of cool because you're almost like working out of the boundaries that you set yourself for photography.
Something that just makes you think, something that makes you look at the artwork and stand there and try and interpret it the way that you want to interpret it, and not the way that I intended it for it to be interpreted. However you want to. That's the best part about art. Yeah, like look. That's fucking cool, bro.
Simple.
Yes.
Minimal.
Minimal but effective.
Those people.
They're gonna come. That's cool. This building's awesome. It's actually perfect for what I'm looking for. I love it because Hayden's like, I need action in my vlogs. Action. And then we've come to the quietest, most conservative place. Everyone's just like browsing around, soaking in fucking information, and we're just like, oh yeah, that looks like a cool corner.
What lens do you think is better when it comes to vectography?
It depends on obviously the composition, but I think the 85, because it actually compresses everything. Now you don't necessarily have too much perspective, but instead everything's kind of flattened. You kind of get that more geometric look, that flat-faced look. But there's some compositions that you just can't capture with the 85, and the 16 to 35 helps out with that. Hey, and there you have it, guys. We did it. What an amazing shoot that was. Honestly, so much fun to get down to the Royal fucking, I forgot its name already, Center in Toronto. The abstract nature and geometry in that architecture was insane. And isn't it clear that what I was looking for and now the artwork that I've made just comes like, I don't know if you guys were following exactly what I was going for with the artwork that I was envisioning, but surely now as I show and flick through the artworks from photography to illustration or vector art, vectography, it makes a bit more sense. I'm really happy with these 11 or 12 artworks. They're all unique in their own sense. I selected individual ones because I felt like that the color palette would definitely aid the carousel that I was going to make afterwards. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out, the character arc, the entertainment, the creativity aspect of it too. And it is my final video shooting in Toronto and traveling as a whole. I'm back in Melbourne now, and we're gonna be making a lot more content. I've got a couple of sponsored videos coming up next, and yeah. Actually, Anna is coming today. I'm about to go leave to pick her up from the airport. So that's super exciting for me and us, just as a quick FYI. If you guys want to get involved with the community that we have, come over and join the Discord. If you want to support me as a creator, I have a Patreon. The monthly pledge for December is going to be going to the winner of our current space-themed design competition. So get involved with that. That ends on the 14th. I can't think of anything else to say, to be honest. Subscribe, like, chuck me a cheeky comment. You can literally just comment cheeky. Hope you enjoyed, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.